Dr. Phil, are you going to have the Catch Me Outside girl back on?
Well,
again?
I'm looking to DaBaby, I think is her name.
Bad Bobby.
Oh, Bad Bobby.
Baby.
Wait, Bad Bunny?
Wow.
I forget.
This could be the hardest he's
I've
had.
I've had a lot of guests on. I've had on between Oprah and I've had on David Spade lookalikes. I've had on a hermaphrodite who could juggle. So we're spanning the gamut, Scott. But Bad Baby came in hot. I think she just made $45 million on OnlyFans last year. Dancing or doing some butt twerks, but she's got a lot of tricks up her sleeve, but she's got a lot of sleeves up her trick. Does that make sense? What I'm interested in, Scott, is not just how you put your shirt on, okay? But do you put your pants on first? If you can fuck through a look, sometimes you ever do the finger dick trick? You're at a party and the vibes are low and the hors d'oeuvres are sparse. You pull down your zipper, you put your index finger through it, and you go, hey, look, here's a cock. And someone goes, wait, that's a finger. And you go, is it? We'll be right back. But you keep it right here. You let them go because it's their house, and now you're the king of the kingdom. But my point is, yeah, she's a
bad baby.
She's a bad baby.
Hey, I got
she's
a question.
She's an artist now.
Dr. Phil.
Please.
Can you explain to us or just tell us what it was like?
Those are the same things, yeah.
To have had Bam Margera reach out to you for help and come to you in such shambles and then just leave you so perfectly fixed. How did you fix Bam Margera forever?
Well, I love to look at a guy, and I appreciate you asking that, Stephen. And Bam is a guy that came in with a plan, okay? We called it the Bam plan. And I made him write it down in a journal. And I lived with him for about 2 weeks. I slept in his hot tub. He slept in a waterbed next to me, and I would read to him every night journals that I wrote as him. And he would read them out loud. And eventually we got into a fight, and he asked me to leave. But I said, before I leave here, I want you to look in the mirror and say, do I give a fuck? And at that point, I was, he had hit me pretty hard. I was bleeding on the sidewalk. But I do remember that we played a game of Grand Theft Auto, and I said, if you could be any of these hookers, who would you want to be? And his answer blew my mind. And I said, this guy's on the path to recovery, but also the path to discovery. Yeah. Because, look, you can go to a Taco Bell KFC combo and ask them, hey, is this a brothel? And they might not tell you. But once that guy gives you a chalupa and then also says, I'll suck your dick for $1, you know what you're working with. My point is, global warming, it's probably real, okay?
Yeah.
But, we're also, the pandas at the zoo, Steve, they don't want to be there. Bam wanted to be there. Bam wanted to be there. And where's there? Here. Living life to the fullest. We'll be right back.
All right. Can you explain to us what soaking is, what the Mormons do?
Sure. So what they're doing, what soaking is.
Yeah, well, I don't. For the people that don't know what it is, what can you explain?
Why didn't we start with this?
Boredom is real. Boredom is real.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of Mormon friends. I don't keep in touch with them, but I follow them on Facebook, and they're always putting up a social media facade. Okay, just I don't do this. I don't subscribe to that. But then, yeah, they'll soak. They'll do a little dick dip, right, as I like to call it, a little just feeling it out, just a little, hey, what's it like to go? You ever just walk up to like a hotel pool and you go, I wonder if they heat the pool or not.
And you put your toe in.
You put your toe in. Well, and sometimes if you're feeling real frisky, if it's a Holiday Inn Express, you put your whole cock in it. If you know the manager, shout out to Ramon. But I do think there's a time and a place for soaking. I don't do it myself because I'm an all-in guy. Okay, I want to be there, look around. If I do an escape room, I don't do just one room. I'm gonna do the whole experience. So soaking is a little out of my realm of what's truly fun. Now, what is it exactly? I don't know what soaking is, Scott. What was the question?
From what I've heard, it's like Do you know what it is? Like
Yeah.
you'll lay on. Explain it.
So
They wear a condom and and pants as well.
No, they
well,
just
fucking tell me what it
the
is.
penis inserts into the vagina, but they don't do the humping motion. They just soak.
They just
and
sit
they have,
there.
They have,
Just
a,
sit
room,
there
they
and
have
soak.
a friend shaking the bed so it's not them humping.
Wait, what?
So it's like just putting a sandwich in your mouth but not chewing it. We'll be right back.
Paul, have you heard this?
You got it.
But does somebody shake the bed while they're inside?
I've never heard that.
Here's my question.
Hold on. That thought. Sorry, that was not an interruption. I'm calling in the gorgeous Paul Brisky.
Okay.
You're gonna soak.
Come on in, Paul. Paul, good to see you.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks for having me.
Now
Have a seat.
I'm a long time listener, first time caller. I loved your work in Saving Private Ryan.
Thank you.
I think you were one of those. You were the. What was your line in that movie again?
I said, look out.
Right.
They're coming.
Here, they're coming. And by they, you meant
The Mormons.
right, exactly. And so soaking was created by Mormons, but it's been continued by
The Japanese.
the Japanese. You read my book, so called Soaking with the Japanese.
Yeah.
But I still don't know. I still don't know what it is. Can you break it down for the audience at home?
Sure. Yeah.
Can we look it up while you're looking?
Why don't we look
I
it up
mean,
and we'll compare notes?
You put the dick in and you just
You
leave
leave
it
it.
there.
Yeah, you just
leave
leave
it
it.
there and
It's
you
the
pray.
set it and forget
You
it
bow,
mindset.
You pray.
No, you shake the bed.
You shake the bed.
Shake the bed.
Paul, I got to side with Scott on this. I think someone's shaking the bed.
You have to shake the bed. If you don't shake the bed, it's not a soak.
You're
Or
not-
that's just like
because
if
you're
you
not
have
humping.
a friend who's. But if,
Okay, get in
now
here.
who shakes the bed? Is it someone you trust?
Here, Steve, take
yeah.
my spot.
And
Or
is
is it
that
a-
a threesome?
If you don't know the person, is it a bukkake?
Here, let me shake the couch.
How hard do you have to shake it?
Okay.
I will tell you right now. Let me look it up.
Okay, you look that up, and Adam Ray,
love you.
no more nonsense.
Yeah.
Tell us about being in Barbie.
Barbie was cool, man. It was a nice 3-minute scene that got chopped down to a couple, maybe 2.5 lines. But you know what? As my sweet 75-year-old mother said, I wasn't in Barbie, to make me feel better. It was fun to do. Again, I just chalk things up to the experience at this point. I went to a midnight screening, fully feeling that I'm gonna have a nice chunk of
They didn't tell you. Huh?
No. And so I'm sitting there with my wife and a couple other homies. I pop on screen. I go, here we go. 2 seconds go by and I go, and there it was. But you just go, all right, man, got to be a part of something that was cool. But the experience was awesome. Margot Robbie was the shit. Gosling, I don't think he fucking blinked the whole 10 minutes I talked to him in between takes. The guy is fucking everything. I mean, just a fuck. Like, dude, I was almost condescendingly supportive where he was like, dude, so you do comedy? I was like, yeah, man, I've been doing about 15 years. He's like, dude, that's awesome, dude. Good for you, man. And he's like, do they feed you at the clubs? Like, yeah, man, they'll give you like, they'll give you like, chicken fingers and salad. He's like, dude, I fucking love chicken fingers, man. He's like, do you know what soaking is? I was like, no, I don't, man. I know, but my friend Paul knows. He wrote a book on it.
You ever need me to shake the bed? I got you.
Yeah, I'm a great bed shaker, man.
Bro, I shake it with vigor.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
dude.
it was cool as fuck,
Your
man.
filmography's off the charts, dude.
Got him being a lot of cool shit.
You get the Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
the Barbie, it goes on and on and on. Like
Curb was fun. Larry, that's my favorite show. I was in a show called Hacks for a bit. Played
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
Leno on Pam and Tommy, the Pam and Tommy sex tape
that's
show.
right, I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Put me in 4 hours of makeup, and
Dude,
it was.
we loved,
Yes.
loved Pam and Tommy.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I mean, Lily
good.
James, unbelievable. Fucking the dude, Sebastian Stan, Rogan crushed it. And it's like I'd always kind of done a loose Leno, and then I was like, once they put all the 4 hours of the full face, chin, everything, and then it just made it so easy to be like, so Paul, so how long you had so your cock is it's 4 inches, right? That's true. And Kevin, you remember Paul's got a 4-inch cock.
Hey, so Jay,
yeah,
Jay,
please.
can you tell me what's the beef with Howard Stern?
Well, so the beef was, it goes way back. Obviously, I've been doing stand-up for a while. And Howard was a great guy. Howard was one of those guys that, I mean, look, there's soaking, and then there's going all the way in. So
Yeah, well, Howard did a soaking bit, and you just stole it, and he got upset about that?
Well, it's a common thought, right? So it's like I used to do a lot of OJ jokes, right? Remember OJ? Yeah. You hear about this? You hear about this? Yeah. I used to do a joke, Stephen. It was I do a joke. It was I come out and do a monologue joke, right? I go, oh, here's something new. You hear about this? Apparently, 42% of women enjoy sex after dessert after dinner, right? Sex after dinner. I forget the fucking joke, but it was something about something about dogs. 72% of dogs like to try to eat their own pussies during the day. 72%. You hear about this? 72% of dogs like to eat their own pussies. Yeah. And then I would go, well, I guess all dogs do go to heaven. We got a great show. The Goo Goo Dolls are here. And then I would go into the plug for the show. But it's all common thoughts, Stephen. I don't know.
Dude, fantastic, man. God, I love you.
I love you too, man.
How long you been married?
About a year.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. She's the best. She's here on this cruise. So, like your girl, man, just so fully supportive, but it's got her own thing. But it has forced me to step back and not be so, I'm just grinding so much to try to, keep this moving and keep doing cool. Get to a point to where I fucking get asked to be on a pod that I'm a fucking big fan of. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
That's the cool shit, man. And she she came to we were dying what's cool is that when you have similar sensibilities, she's not a prude, but she's gotten so much more into this world that she's got her own flavors now. Big fan. We're watching the show, dying together, watching your show is so cool. And then she watches me on the podcast on Brian Quinn's podcast last night, and she comes up to me quoting all these funny things that happened. And it's also a thing too where it helps you to kind of stay creative and stay fresh, to where it's like she loves to come to all the shows and she loves to hang, but like it definitely makes me go, well, I don't want her to see all the same shit, So doing crowd work during the set always helps that, but we talked about something that happened on the ship, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to do this bit. I did this dumb bit where I was like, I kept hearing these little eavesdrop moments on the ship, and I was like, I'm going to do that tonight. And she's like, that's pretty funny. And I did it, and it crushed, and she was like, oh, I'm so glad you did it, blah, blah, blah.
Like, what's an eavesdrop moment?
So I said, I've been on this ship. It's my first time on the Joker's cruise, and I go, I love these cruises because after about 48 hours, there's so many things you hear. We're in all such close proximity that everyone's coming from different walks of life, and whether they've been on their 5th cruise or their first, it's just it's overwhelming, just what we're soaking up. So I want to read you guys a couple of the sound bites I've heard on this Impractical Jokers cruise thus far. First thing is what I heard. I heard a guy say, "Hey, I paid that guy $60 I paid my wife $60 to show this guy her tits so that he would give us the Wi-Fi code," is what I heard on day one. Just walking down the stairs. Just like, yeah, I paid him. My wife showed the tits to get the Wi-Fi code. I was like, I'm going to write that down. Then I heard another guy at the buffet go, yeah, dude, that girl's so hot. I can't tell if she's half Asian or fully Asian. Shots? And then the third thing I heard was, man, we ain't shit, man. You fucking fall off this ship. You fall into the fucking ocean. You fucking fade away into oblivion. That moon's going to light your fucking death, dude. You ain't shit. No one finds you. Dude, say goodbye to your family, because once you fall into that water, it's up to the creatures, man, to see what happens to your body. And that was me on edibles talking to myself in the mirror about an hour ago. And so, just whatever. But it was, she's just so go for it and take chances. But also it's made me step back and go all right, I gotta be a person too, and hang out and have nights where I'm not doing shows, or making time for dinners on the ship with her, and not just being I gotta do every show or go, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's a great balance, but she rules.
Dude, that's epic, man. That's epic, dude. Gorgeous Paul Brisky, Skinny Vinny. What do you got here?
Dude, I got nothing else.
I've
been laughing so fucking hard. When we first met, I told you I was a big fan.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, this has been rad.
We might have set a record for the hardest laughs on the Wild
Let's
Ride podcast.
Dude. Let's go. I honestly, dude, honored to be here, man.
Dude, I love it, man.
I love you too. Scotty,
I love
dude,
it. I love you.
You guys are crushing it too, man.
Let me
know. Your guest rule, the fucking flow's good. People are pumped to be on it. People are pumped to support the endeavors.
Thank you so much, man. What can we point people to?
Big heavy tour called the Dog Dad Tour 2024. I mean, pretty much every weekend I'm on the road. AdamRayComedy.com for tickets. About Last Night is the podcast. Dr. Phill Live happens once a month at the Comedy Store, so just check ComedyStore.com for that. But follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Adam Ray Comedy. I post all the shit there. Fuck, man, shot my special. Just getting ready to shop it, so we'll see where that pops off. And then And then I think that's it for now. Fucking go see me do 2 lines in Barbie. I don't know. Tell Gosling to do the Dr. Phil show. That would be cool. That'd be a dream guest.
Dude.
Although he's also so serious, so I don't know. Like, you definitely, again, like need people like yourself that are like, can just rap them. But also he's such a good actor, so maybe he would be like, is it cool if I act like you're really Dr. Phil? And I'm like, well, yeah, that would be great, because it would be shitty if you went out there talking to me as Adam. But
He's
yeah.
funny though. I bet he would be good. Like
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, you see him on SNL. He's pretty game
Yeah.
for it. Is there a dream guest for this show? Like somebody that you're not, that's not even like a, I don't know, I'm like a Tom. Bob Weir?
Ozzy.
Let's go.
Ozzy would be a big one for me.
Ozzy, all right.
But-
Still dying to get Snoop.
That's gotta happen.
I know.
Good night, everybody.
Do you like shopping on Amazon? I do. And good news is, Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole are available on Amazon. And if you want a real bundle of a deal, you can get Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole, plus Steve-O's butthole destroyer, and Steve-O's butt wipes for your butthole. It's the butthole bundle, available on Amazon right now.
Yeah, dude.